welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. I'm going to say this right now at the beginning of this video. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And you'll find out what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to point it out to you. Just know that I'm sorry. So I'm bringing out this video because, my Discord been jumping and, well, that's pretty much it. Also, my comment section been jumping a little bit too. Talking about how the VSS got an ammunition buff. How do I feel about it? Well, why not bring you this video? Now, let me say this first and foremost. This video will not top the how to use the VSS Vintorez video that I made a month ago. If you think this is to your liking, I highly suggest you go back a month ago in my videos and watch that video. But enough preface, we're here on the Vigor Forest, and I don't mind spawning back here, but in my opinion, this is the easiest way to get killed, especially if there's teams. And if you spawn back here, somebody's always going to be in that yellow house right in front of me. But Jet, how do you know that? Experience. Also, the closer you get to the house, you should hear footsteps, which I did just then. That's why I ran toward cover this now. You hear the comm station, but they're not using it. Classic play is to wait for somebody who spawns back where I spawned at to go use the comm station, while somebody else who spawned nearer to the yellow house sits in the yellow house and shoots the person who hits the comm station. Literally the oldest trick in the book. Don't fall for it. Instead, you can do everything but go for that yellow house. What I'm doing right here is I'm running out in the open to bait out any kind of shots, which don't happen. So that's definitely telling me he's set up somewhere in that house and waiting for somebody to come through. Also, if I look to the right, which I am right now, I have good vision on the house. I should be able to see any doors opening outside of it. But I decided, you know what? Not even gonna worry about it. There's plenty of map to play on. And oh, look, a shotgun. Wait a minute. Oh, look, a shotgun. Let me see how this thing's accuracy is. Holy cow. You mean to tell me... Alright. By the way, this was, I believe, the first match that I played after the shotgun buff. So, yes, I'm taking a shotgun secondary. So I make my way down this road, and I hear somebody. Presence of mind states, loot this guy, close the door first, loot this guy, and leave. I'm talking about leave as quickly as possible. Because remember, we heard somebody in this house. And we gave away our position by firing. And we don't know where they're at. Notice that comm station is still available to be used. I'm not going back in that house. There's no point. Because now it's time for me to move on. So, the previous video I talked about in the beginning of this video was before the VSS ammo buff. What is a VSS ammo buff? Well, you see, back in the day, well, literally about a month ago, when you took out VSS ammunition, you can only take out 11 bullets, and that took up one slot of your inventory. Now, see, to me, that made sense, because if it can only carry 11 rounds in a clip, one clip equals one inventory slot. Well, then again, that'd be broken, because imagine what LMG players could do. But, I mean, to me, it made sense. Because if used right, the VSS is easily one of the most slept on weapons in this game. Easily. But now they buffed it to where you can have 30 rounds in your inventory, and that takes up only one slot. To me, that's great. That's great, because now I can take literally one slot of inventory, one slot of ammunition. My other 3 slots can be consumables: iodine, antibiotics, disinfectant. That's wonderful. I love it. So that just means that now you can have 3 clips worth of ammunition in one inventory slot. But if used correctly, you'll only need 1. What you thought I meant? If you thought I meant you only need to use 1 clip of ammunition, no, you got it wrong, partner. You got it wrong. If played correctly, you'll only need 1 bullet. 1 bullet. And you see, I say that because I'm going to say this with 100% confidence in this sentence. The VSS is a stalker's weapon. The VSS is an assassin's weapon. And I'm going to try to keep the topic of my commentary off the VSS purely because some fierce gunshots. Purely because I've already got a whole video based on how to use a VSS. But you know, there are times when you're forced to do something dirty. Now, what I just shown you was a VSS in a very, very uncomfortable position. You don't want to get rushed with a VSS. Well, you don't want to get rushed holding a VSS. Because you only have 11 rounds. When you reload, you're a goner. And you know, I'm going to say this too, that's why sweats or really good players will rush you and they'll go from side to side. Because they're hoping, as I get pinged, they're hoping that you're going to panic and fire all your clip. Once you fire all your clip, what are you going to do? Reload. And as far as my knowledge goes, you can't run while reloading. That's how they kill you. Now take that damage and multiply it by 4 because you only have 11 rounds in your VSS. Granted, they hurt like a truck, but you only have 11 of them. So you got to make your shots count. And I make my shots count with the VSS by aiming in front of my target. You'll see that I was like hitting the dude, and I thought I wheelbarrow was a person just now. You see that I was hitting the dude, but my crosshairs weren't on him. I fired the shots, and then he ran into them. That's how you get hits in this game. That's how. Now, what put me off was that he kept running after taking 2 hits from a VSS. His life had to flash before his eyes. Because normally, what a normal player would do, they would stop and shoot back when they're about to die. But no, he kept running. And that threw me off, and that's what almost got me killed. If that G3 would have hit me about 3 times, I would have been dead. Now, catching up on this here situation I'm in right now, I placed a transmitter thinking that I'm about to get rushed. No, the guy with the PSD is watching the airdrop, and now he currently has the airdrop running for an exit. And this will make you all happy. I decided to use caffeine. And is it helping me? Hell yeah. It is. But Jet, how is it helping you? Oh, just you wait. Matter of fact, you don't even have to wait. If you look across the road, you can see him. You can see him in broad daylight there he is, right there. Now look, I could fire off some shots right now. I could. But knowing this thing's bullet velocity, I'm not going to hit him. And I could use a VZ-58, but all that's really going to do is give away my location. So why not wait until he's in the exit while he's stopped and he disappears. So here's what I want to explain to you. This is why, look, I'm going to say it right now. I was going to take that shot. I had full on, like my brain was ready to take that shot. But here's what I want you to notice as I leave the encounter. Here's what I want you to notice. Ever notice how at the end of my videos, I always pan my camera slightly to the right? That's because I'm practicing. Think about it. When in those tight little scenarios like that, when you gotta be real delicate with your aiming, don't you think that's more stressful than flicking all the way around to kill somebody? And I say that because that comes with practice. And I'm going to get really detailed with it right now. I'm going to get real detailed. I was trying to move my right thumb. My thumb moved, but the stick didn't. So I didn't put enough pressure on my camera stick to make it move to the right. to get a headshot on that guy. I had full on intentions to try, because look, I had nothing to lose, right? He was already in the exit. His head was sticking up a little bit over that red van. A little bit. And that's all I needed. But I just wasn't fast enough. My brain was ready, my thumb was ready, but I didn't put enough weight on the stick to make it move to the right enough for me to get that headshot. But I guess I gotta settle for 3 kills in a freaking G3. You know, materials in the future. And yeah, I know. I forgot about my challenges, and you know, I got them now. Cool. So, that's the VSS. And now it's buffed. I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.